You're stepping up growth ambitions, but at the same time you're lowering your growth targets. Is the general economy that bad?
Well, when you look around us, there are two aspects of it. First, short term, we are definitely in hard weather sailing. Longer term, all of the economists have corrected their market forecast down, whether it's the GDP growth, whether it's the expected oil price, whether it's the growth of the emerging economies. So altogether, we are facing a slower world economy, but with our new next level stage 2 strategy, we are well positioned to still accelerate in this environment.
Is nothing ABB specific?
Now, if you look at the world around us, we are pretty well positioned in attractive end markets long term, whether it's utilities, whether it's industry or transport and infrastructure. The underlying growth drivers are still there, but we have a more moderate environment. So what we're doing really is we are stepping up our actions. We are accelerating the growth pattern in many, many areas to make sure that we still deliver on our ambition that we have given ourselves last year relative to a more subdued market development.
You have once again reorganized. Why will a reorganization work better this time than previously?
Because it's good for the customers. What we're doing now, we are aligning ABB much better with our key customer segments. On the one hand, we have utility customers, and we are bringing together our leading offering on power and automation for the grid on the one side. And on the other side, you have many consumption points of electricity in industry, transport, and infrastructure. And we are aligning ourselves better on that side by bringing together our leading electrification offering and taking the automation piece to the next level.
So on the power grid side, where say 85% of your turnover comes from utilities, you're evaluating options for power grids. But aren't bad projects going to be out of the books at the end of this year? So why start evaluating now?
That's exactly the reason why we are doing it. We have done the homework and laid the basic foundation for a really solid business going forward. This is the number one asset in the world in transmission and distribution. And to make sure that we safeguard that position and even expand it further, we are doing now the portfolio review, where we ask the question, what is the right technology focus? What is the right business model to run this business? And what is the right ownership structure for this business? So these key questions will be addressed by the new management team that we have brought together from different parts of ABB. It's a great exercise to unify. And what you see when you want to know what can come out of this portfolio review, look at robotics. End of 2009, beginning 2010, we had exactly one of these reviews in robotics. Today, it's one of our most prospering and most profitable businesses.
Exactly what I was going to come to, because what you're doing in power grids isn't that much of where you can find growth for the longer term for ABB.
Yeah, if you look at the underlying growth drivers on the power grid side, whether it's the strong push towards renewables, if you look at the emergence of microgrids, if you see that more and more energy is transported by wire in the world, whether it's for domestic consumption, whether it's an e-mobility, there is an exciting growth pattern underneath there. And what we're doing with the review is we really determine the long-term future of ABB's asset, how to run it best, how to run the business model best to make sure we add maximum value to our customers.
Was there a lot of push in that from the owners?
No, look, when we do these kind of things in ABB and when we develop the strategy, the management team and the board works together in a very, very moderate and balanced way. This is a long-term strategy. This is not about short-term nervousness at all. This is about doing the right things for our customers for the next decades.
You were talking about robotics. Can you comment on the current demand or interest for YuMi?
YuMi is a fantastic product. You know, we have taken the robot out of the cage. It's a self-learning product that can be applied in many, many industries. We got more customer interest than we can produce at the moment. There's a fantastic take-up, a high level of acceptance, and we are only tapping and only scratching the market opportunities of the future. So I'm very excited. The customers are excited, and I look forward to drive that growth aggressively for ABB and our customers.
Can you specify where you can see ABB being positioned within automation because of YuMi in, say, 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, we are definitely today already a leader in automation for industry, transport and infrastructure, but also on the automation of the grid side. On the grid side, the grid is becoming more complex, and controlling the bits and bytes that control the flow of the electrons will be even more important in the future. And if you look on industry and transport and infrastructure, automating the industrial sites, making sure you have a convenient setup at your home Supporting urbanization in larger cities are fantastic opportunities where we can do much more in the future. On the industrial side, I just came out of a meeting with one of the largest Swedish mining companies. Uptime, speed and yield in difficult times like now is absolutely important. With our end-to-end automation offering, we can help to deliver that even in difficult times.
I saw that you smiled a lot when you talked about Yumi. Apart from that, what is closest to your heart in ABB today?
The people. We have a wonderful team, we got a wonderful culture. If you look at what these people have done over the last 124 years, it's soon 125 years, in building a really strong player in many fields, build a unique company culture that's highly diverse and addresses the market opportunities of us, I think the people is the core and the key asset of ABB together with our leading technology, and I'm very, very proud of the team.
Any of the products or product areas that is closest to your heart?
Well, I've been in ABB now for close to 10 years. And at that time, I got to know the entire product portfolio. There is excitement even in some classic products like a transformer. Our new transformers start to speak now. They have sensors on it. They get connected to the Internet of Things, services, and people. Naturally, the robots are the most emotional products that you can see moving. But then if you go over to our leading-edge software offering, where we're really working together to get asset management up to the next level, that's another area that gets me excited. I think the overall quality of the portfolio, the mix between hardware, software, electronics, and services is something absolutely fantastic. I'm excited about all of it.